This Dune ripoff is absolutely terrible. Denis Villeneuve's Dune is a masterpiece, one of the best sci-fi films of all time. Planet Dune, however, is not. The film kicks off with two scientists on the planet Dune, so that's already wrong. Dune would be a completely stupid name for a planet. The desert planet in Dune is called Arrakis. Also, the word exoplanet means planet outside our solar system. If people already live in different solar systems, the word exoplanet doesn't mean anything. We then see a space station with a rebellious young pilot called Astrid.
You are not yet cleared for your maneuver, Lieutenant Young.
With all due respect, Captain, how much longer is this babysitting gonna last?
Well, as long as you have problems following commands.
Just blatantly stealing the Starfleet logo. Meanwhile, there's an explosion on a Russian space station. So that means that Earth still exists and is still divided into countries. In most sci-fi movies, Earth is united as one government by the time we get to space. Earth hasn't been mentioned yet in the Dune films. In the books, it's the origin of humanity, but it's now a mythical planet that nobody really knows where it was. Anyway, the Russians are in trouble, so Astrid decides to help them, despite being ordered not to.
I can't leave a man to die.
You know the protocol. That man is not your concern. The shuttle is.
For the crime of saving someone's life, she's wanted by military police.
We don't even know who the cosmonaut is. We don't even know if he's KGB.
KGB hasn't existed since 1991, so it's unlikely. Instead of prison, Astrid requests hard labour flying a freighter. It doesn't really sound like hard labour. That's supposed to involve physical things like mining.
You are going to another solar system on a last-tier assignment. Dead last. Desert planet.
Planet Dune?
It's a freighter lift from the surface.
Astrid meets the crew she'll be working with, and they play the easiest ever game of Guess My Name.
Astrid, meet your new crew.
What's up? You must be Astrid.
Of course she is.
I literally just told you!
She also immediately contradicts herself.
I'm a ship's mechanic. There's nothing I can't fix, unless it gets broken by a reckless pilot.
Can you fix anything or not? The mechanic is Rebecca, the other girl is Ronnie the navigator, and the guy's name is Brad. I've rewatched the clip of him introducing himself loads of times. I still can't tell what he's saying.
I'm Brad, tug line operator. If it's stuck, I unstick it.
I know he says operator, but I can't get the word before that. Smooth operator, maybe? So the crew sets off in an old banger of a ship. The CGI rendering is awful. It looks like a music video from 2003. Not surprisingly, the crew very quickly descends into argument.
If y'all don't need me up here, I'm gonna go on ahead and mosey on down to the engine room. Yeah, give me once over.
Yeah, just make sure. Make it quick. I expect a full debrief on return.
Will do, boss.
It's Lieutenant.
It's bitchy from Astrid, but really it's the fault of the military. You can't send a ship out without a proper chain of command. While they're distracted, they accidentally fly into an asteroid field.
Now I'm losing pressure. Rebecca?
On it! Alright, pressure's leveling.
What are they on about? What has pressure got to do with piloting a ship? Are they using a hydraulic system or something?
You ask a lot of questions.
The ship finally arrives at the planet Dune. Still a stupid name. They quickly find the ship, but Astrid has a bad feeling.
There's no one outside. They're supposed to be on the lookout for us.
They radio the ship and get no response. Even though it's right in front of them, Astrid decides to get a flare from her bag, and in the process she drops a flask.
That better be water in there.
What is that? Gasoline?
Okay, it's moonshine. But it was a gift from my mom before she died.
Astrid reveals that she'd had a drink before the flight, but says it was only one. As they're arguing, the sandworm turns up. They escape into a cave and find one of the crew. He passes out, so Brad stays with him, while the girls go to find the ship.
What about the worm, Lieutenant?
It's more important that you guys get to the freighter. I'll keep him busy. I'll go first. Wait.
So the sandworm chases Astrid as she distracts it. She heads up some rocks, because for some reason the giant worm can't climb even a tiny height. On the rocks she finds another crew member, Marilyn.
Are you okay? Water?
It's really structured like a video game, where every so often you meet another random new character to move the story along. We then get an unnecessarily dramatic revelation.
No, we can't. They're too fast.
Whoa, hang on, they? Hang on, there's more than one worm?
4 that I've seen.
I don't get why that's shocking. It's a species, obviously there's going to be more than one. Also, she really emphasises the word 4, as if that's somehow a significant number. We also get some information about the worm's biology.
They feed on trace amounts of iron in the sand.
Okay, then we arrived.
Yes, they can smell the iron in our blood.
Say that the iron in the ship is not in a form it can use, which is convenient. For some reason, Astrid then offers her the moonshine.
What is that?
It'll take the edge off.
Marilyn's already struggling with dehydration. Alcohol isn't going to help. She drinks the last of the moonshine in the flask, but Astrid has more in her bag.
I'm sorry, I think I drank the last of it.
Not exactly.
Should I be concerned?
What a rude question to ask someone you just met. Oh hey, thanks for saving my life, but are you an alcoholic? They need to get to higher ground for the radio to work, so they make a break for it across the sound. Meanwhile, Rebecca and Ronnie are on the grounded freighter. This is honestly the stupidest shot I've ever seen in a movie. If you want to use the same set for 2 locations, at least change the camera angle in between. Definitely don't do it as a continuous shot, or at least they acknowledge it, which is funny.
Everything looks the same. Where are we?
I really hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please leave a like and consider subscribing so that you'll get to see whenever I upload. We then find out the real reason why Rebecca is on the mission.
This thing is worth $300 billion, and my cut is $100 million, right? And if you help, I'll give you 20%.
I wish they told us what year it was so we could judge how much that's worth. Ronnie agrees to help, but insists on saving the rest of the crew as well. While she's fixing the ship, one of the worms manages to get on board. I swear it looks worse with every shot. I think it's because it's one smooth texture. There's no separation between the scales. Also, the lighting is off. It's much brighter than it should be, and there's no proper shadows. I'm no VFX expert. There's just a few things I've picked up from watching Corridor Crew. Just when I thought it couldn't look stupider, the worm gets hit by the heat of the engine. Why is there a gas release before the engine kicks in? And why is it green? For some reason, Rebecca thinks the engine won't start and goes outside to fix it.
No wonder it wouldn't start. The landing severed the external power line.
What do you mean it wouldn't start? It did start. We saw it start. The worm then attacks and Rebecca fights it off with a crowbar. She finally defeats it by driving an electrical cable into it. So Rebecca and Ronnie have each killed one of the worms. Rebecca praises Ronnie, and they try to turn it into a big heartfelt moment, but it just feels awkward.
You're a good team player. First time anyone's ever said that about me.
It's barely a compliment. She essentially said, "You did your job." The moment ends abruptly when Ronnie mentions the others.
If they make it back here, great. If not, are we clear on this?
Astrid makes contact with the captain and explains that there's an emergency.
I'm sorry, but I'm not authorized to send a retrieval ship.
Despite this dismissal, the captain makes the request anyway.
Pilot Young has reported that they are under attack by worms. The worms were supposed to be dormant now. And I'd like to request a retrieval team.
Denied.
He says that the crew are expendable and they can get the freighter back once the worms are dormant. Pretty harsh decision from this guy. I'm not really sure who he is. He seems to outrank the captain, yet he's piloting the ship. The 2 guys escape from the cave they were in and decide to ride the worm. That's not a euphemism. If you thought the worm looked bad on its own, just wait till you see it with people on its back. I'm all for low-budget filmmakers being ambitious, but you've got to be realistic about what you can do with the budget you've got. Things get even worse when the worm arrives at the ship and eats Rebecca. There's just no weight to it. A cheap puppet would have looked better. Luckily, Harley manages to squash the threat. Without an engineer who can fix the ship, they're now stranded on the planet. Marilyn opens up to Astrid about the fact Harley took the job because of her. We're supposed to do one more mission before settling down back on Earth.
If it weren't for me, we would be on a beach somewhere sipping Mai Tais.
You got plenty of beach out there.
But I guess this place is kind of beautiful in its desolation.
I think you've been in the sun too long.
Is she trying to comfort her or not? Marilyn also makes a weird biology reference.
World full of worms. Wonderful.
Technically, I would put them in the Hiradinia family. You know, leeches.
This comes completely out of nowhere, and it's also incorrect. Firstly, leeches are a type of worm. Secondly, Hirundini have segmented bodies. The worms in this film are one piece, more like a snake. Astrid decides that in order to make it, they have to fight the worm.
What you got in your backpack?
Plastic petri dishes. I have sample vials, pH strips, funnels.
Worst Dora the Explorer episode ever. Astrid reveals her plan with a scary amount of enthusiasm.
Gonna make a bomb.
She uses some of the bombs they make, but they don't seem to do anything.
I think you're just making me angry.
They make it to the tug ship, but the worm attempts to eat them. Once again, it looks completely awful. You forget how bad it is between appearances. It's a shock every time. In the end, Astrid kills the worm by blowing up the tug.
What was that?
Ridiculously slow reaction. Back in space, the captain prepares to come to the rescue.
Cut engines and return to base.
That's a non-compliance, base. One of our own is stranded and I'm going in as backup.
Just when they think it's all over, she swoops in to help. The survivors all board the rescue ship, but that gets caught by a worm too.
Look out!
We've lost one of our thrusters. I can't get any higher.
The ship has a time delay grenade on board. The captain gets brilliantly exasperated when she's asked how to use it.
So how do I deploy it?
It's a time delay. Set the timer and throw it.
Astrid takes the grenade and throws it into the worm's mouth. As they try to get away, the captain gets hit by falling luggage.
Chase!
And that's why you need to be careful opening overhead lockers. We then get a strong contender for the most useless comment ever.
Thrusters to 100%.
It's not enough.
This isn't the X Factor. You can't give more than 100%. Astrid pours some moonshine into the engine and manages to get the final boost to push away. She then enters the useless comment competition.
We're headed straight for a volcano. Pull up!
They clear the volcano and successfully make it out into space.
Congratulations, Lieutenant. I'm pleased to inform you you're being reinstated to rescue team.
Turns out, saving the Russian was the right decision after all.
Vasily Petrikov isn't just any Russian. He's a national hero who designed new solar panels that improve power grids 200%. They weren't going to share that tech with us. But thanks to you, diplomatic relations with Russia are ongoing.
And the film ends with a truly terrible final line.
Let's get home and save some lives.
Can we at least take a shower first?
So that was Planet Dune. Bad writing, bad acting, bad CGI. A completely boring, terrible film. The Dune novels and films are thematically rich, exploring politics and religion in a fascinating way. Planet Dune strips all of that away and just focuses on the worms. I hope you enjoyed this video more than I enjoyed the film. If you did, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.